Greetings, pod fans! You may have noticed that I'm quite new to the dog ownership role in my life, because I won't shut up about my baby boy. So today I've decided that I'm going to show you what a non-work day looks like with the puppy. It's probably not that interesting, but it's what I do, so yay. I wake up at 7 a.m. full of life and ready to rock! The baby is usually up and looking at me by the time I get down to him, so I give him the regular greeting.
Who's the good boy?
He wiggles a bit as I let him out of his cage. Just to cut in here briefly, at the end I'm going to do an explanation as to why we are crate training Ace, because I feel like, you know, when you look at this, he gets locked in a cage, and that sounds bad, but I'll talk about the pluses later on. Back to the day. Then it's outside to get some business done, and this has been censored for your benefit and his privacy. After this, we have a sit down, and I drink a cup of coffee to help with everything. Then at around 8 a.m. it is breakfast time. Right now I'm doing meals in a 3-step process. First of all, a little training where we do hear, sit. Then I hide a little bit of his food in a foraging mat just so that he can have a look through and get some brain exercise, using his nose to figure out where things are. And then the remainder is put into his bowl, which before he can have, he sits, he stays, and he breaks. He has to wait until I tell him that he's okay to eat. This is all to help tire him out because springers have a lot of energy, and it is the perfect time for training because I have food and he wants food, so it's like, you know, it really helps with the incentive of him learning. Next is more couch sitting, playing, and eventually he falls asleep. Once he's woken up, usually around 10 a.m, I take him for a walk. There's a lot of smelling, and sometimes we meet dog friends. Today was not one of those days, my poor baby. After the walk, it's time to play and sleep a little more, because babies need naps. At around 2 p.m, we have lunch, which requires more activities for earning of food. Good boy. Stay. Stay. Stay, and break. Good boy, good boy. Then more sleep and play. Dinner at 8 p.m. Then it is play and sleep till around 10 or 11 when he's ready for bed. I go to bed around then, I go to sleep, and we start it all over. Also, I know I just kind of like, there was a big part of morning, and then the day, we zoomed through it. We don't really do much during the day because it is just the play-sleep cycle and feeding, because he's still a baby. He doesn't need that much outdoor activity. Eventually it'll be morning walks and evening walks, but right now one walk is enough to tire him out. And that combined with the activities that we do at lunch and all of the play, he is a very sleepy puppy by the end of the day, so I don't want to over-exercise him. My days more or less revolve around him at the moment. When my family is available, they can mind him, and I'm able to do some social things, but the majority of the time I am hanging out with the baby. So, why do I put him in a metal crate to sleep? Well, the simple answer is he has committed many crimes against humanity and he deserves the dog jail. But seriously, this isn't even something that I'd considered or had ever thought about before I got him, because to me it did seem a little cruel. However, after a little research and some tears by someone, it was me, I realized that this was the best way to do things. For one, dogs are denning animals. They like having a little safe space for them to hide into when they need to be alone, a little dark corner of the room that they can just hide away in. And since we started using the crate, he has had 0 nighttime accidents, because he just knows that that is his home, and he knows that he's able to hold it till morning. Like, it's amazing, because I originally would wake up and there would be puddles and piles all around the kitchen, but since we did that, he just knows, yep, I can wait until morning. I don't need to go now. It's perfect. The second reason is that he is a very curious dog and he wants to be part of everything. So even if he is asleep or falling asleep, like he could be falling asleep standing up, he wants to know where you're going, he wants to know if he can come too, and he wants to know if you need any help. So when he's having a nap, if we pop him into the crate, he might wake up at the movement, but he's like, can't really follow. I'm just going to go back to sleep, going to continue my nap, which is ideal because he is a baby and he needs to sleep. And finally, it gives me peace of mind at night that I know he's not getting into something that he shouldn't be and he's not going to hurt himself. Plus, it helps out our other dog. So let me introduce you to Molly. She is a blind 11-year-old who seems to like Ace every now and then, but would prefer if he didn't get too close. Before we got the crate, it was very difficult for Molly because in the middle of the night, she would want to go outside and do her business, which would wake up Ace, and he would want to play, which wouldn't go very well. An excited dog and a fed up dog at 3 o'clock in the morning is not an easy thing to deal with. Now she is able to do her thing at whatever hour of the night, and we know that he is safe. He is in his own personal space and he cannot enter hers. So it, for the old lady, it helps a lot. I am not a dog expert in any way, shape or form. I am a new dog owner and I'm learning as I go, but like crate training is probably one of the, if not the best things I have done for Ace to make him, his life better. So I just wanted to explain because I know that, seeing me take him out of a cage in the morning might have been like, oh wow, okay, why would you do that to your poor dog? He deserves to be free. But no, he loves having his own space to sleep. He loves he's ready to get out of it in the morning and he's wiggling, being like, yes, let's go. But it is very important and has been very important for like the household and just for him to do things. The main thing I want to stress is he is only ever put in there if he has fallen asleep on the couch or if it's nighttime and we need him to go to sleep. It's never a punishment. Like it can be very, like if he's far too excited and he's biting you, it's very tempting to put him away, but never ever ever a punishment. It is a place where he sleeps and he is safe in there. Like, yeah, if he wants to come out, he will make it known, and he will be let out, but at like he is in there just to sleep because it is a safe place for him to sleep and it means that he is safe. But yeah, that is a day with Ace. Thank you for watching. I will see you next time. That's 3 videos in January? Very cool. Look at this guy being a YouTube maker man. Haha. Slow.